we've got golf roll in one. This is a golf game. And they fired him immediately. They fired the Otani's interpreter immediately, and they're using a guy that used to. He's in the organization already, and he used to interpret for Kenta Maeda when Maeda was on the team years ago. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm playing a solo game. This is a 1 to 5-player game, and what you're doing is trying to get the ball into the hole in as few strokes as possible. Now you're going to have a bunch of different clubs here. And you have the wood, which goes the furthest, the 4-iron, 6-iron, 9-iron, wedge, and putter. So as you start here, that has the most distance, all the way down to the putter, which has the least amount of distance. And what you're trying to do is just get the ball in the hole. You'll notice it has like a little arrow. That's where the ball is pointing. So you start on the tee, and you have to point it right before, because once you point it, that's important because you're going to roll dice and you're going to go along that path. Now, so these dice are custom. So the putter has a 1, 2, 3, 4. It also has a dot, which means you would move it one space. The way this works is you pick a club and you roll. So let's say I'm going to start with the wood because that carries the most distance. So I'd take this 20-sided die, I'd roll it, and then that's a 10. I would move one space for a 10. As long as the next number you roll is higher than your previous number, you move again. Otherwise, you stop. So let's go here. I've rolled a 2, so I have totally whiffed on my wood. I do this. This is just like real golf, folks. I do this all the time. I just totally top my drive or whatever, and so that's the end of my turn. I've taken 1 stroke, so that's 1, and I can just keep a track here. Okay. And now the solo game, it's a beat your own score. So let's say I do 1 here. And you're going to play 3 holes and total your score. Now, you do have a golfer card. There's a bunch of them. I just picked one at random, and the backside has all the info, the help guide. I picked Sandra. Sandra says once per hole, ignore a penalty. So if I go out of bounds or I drop it in the water or whatever, I can ignore 1 time per hole. Okay, so let's continue. Do I stay with the wood, or do I move on to the 4-iron? So I think I'll go with the 4-iron. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got a ways to go. Yeah, I'll stick with the wood. Okay, the wood is a triangle. So the triangle means that I will just move 1 space, and if I was in the trees, these here, the trees, you'll notice all the different terrains. So you have, your fairways, your green, water, sand trap, your tee box, and then your trees. The triangle means I move 1 space, and if it lands in a tree, I end my turn there. Otherwise, I just continue. So I would just continue. Yeah, Imaginary, grip it and rip it. That was the way I played, and that's why I was a horrible golfer. Okay, so this is a 9. So 1 spot there. Okay. So if I land here, remember, I'm still in the process of my ball is in flight. If I actually land in the water, I take a penalty. Okay, triangle, that's okay, because I'm not in the woods. Triangle again. Triangle again. Triangle, move 1 space where falls while in trees. Oh, wait, does that fall in tree? While here, roll. Okay, no, when I roll a triangle. If I roll a triangle here, I'm okay with that. And I rolled a 5. That is not higher than 9, so I'm going to stop there. Okay, so that's my 2nd stroke. Okay, so now, you'll notice here, I have a interesting decision here. I've got to curve it. I've got to point my ball this way. I'm going this way right now. There's really no way to go to get that curve unless I use a different club. For example, I could use a wedge or a 6-iron or a 4-iron. The wedge seems like a really good choice to me. So the wedge is the 6-sided die. And you'll notice here, it's going to curve to the right. Oh, yeah, you can do forward left or forward right. So I do that. This is a 1. This is forward. Oh, the one with the dot is move 1 space forward, then 1 space forward, left or right, then land. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to wedge it into the hole there. Okay, I've rolled move 1 space forward or right, forward left or forward right, no matter the icon. This is now your movement direction. Okay, So I'm going to move it forward, right. Okay. Oh, okay. So I was pointed this way. And again, between clubs you can switch. So, but I'm going to go this way because I wanted to go forward right, but that's why I'm going to land there. I need move one space forward right. Okay. Well, now I just want to land it. Okay. Move one space forward, then one space forward right. So one space forward right, which is going to take me off here. So I'm going to get a penalty cube. Okay. So that's a bummer. But I'm back on here. That was my third stroke. I'm going to point right to the green. I'm going to take my putter again. Hopefully I just get a 1 or something. There's a 2. So 1, 2. I don't know if I fall off. Let me check. Putter. Fairway. Oh, if I land a fairway, I'm supposed to take another space. Oh man, and my turn. Dang it, I forgot. Let's see. Putter. Caddy, ball collisions, high game. One above my game. I think I'm good. Let's see. Starting a hole. Roll the putter. See who. Okay. The hole is over once any player stops on the green token. Any player who has not done. Okay, yeah. So I've gotten there. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I did 3 strokes for that hole. Plus a penalty, plus 1. So that'd be 4. But I have my Sandra power, which allows me to take off that penalty. So I'll put a parentheses 1. So I scored 3 that hole. Okay. And then what you do is, first of all, I take a sip of my sparkling water. And what you're going to do is, for the second hole, you make a new one. And what's great is the box, and I love, the box is so funny. This rabbit, they have, I don't know, they went with a Bugs Bunny look, which is fine. I think it's funny. So there are a bunch of different tiles here laid out that you're going to use to make more holes. So you'll notice you have these. Oh, here's a big one. We'll do this big one here. And hey, we'll just replace these here like this. Okay. And you do anywhere from like 3 to 5 tiles. I'm going to do this. Okay, we'll do it like this. Start the tee box here. And then, yeah, Shane Rayner, funny bunny. And then you take the hole, the green, and you can put it anywhere. So you can cover up like water, whatnot. I'll put it right here next to the sand. Okay. I'll start my tee box here. So I can theoretically make a straight shot here, but we'll see how that goes. All right, I'm going to start with my wood. Strongest thing. So 9. 1. Triangle. 1. So what does it say about if landing slide? Okay, no, it's not landing. Oh, actually it is landing because it's a 4. That was lower than 5. So now I slide from the fairway into the trees. Okay, so that's my first stroke. We'll write that down. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have excuse me. Let's try the 4 iron. That is that the 12-sided? Yeah. Yeah, 6 iron is 10. Okay, we'll try the this goes up to 7. Yep. Try 4 iron. First one, it's cocked. It was on the thing there. Okay, 4. So move 1. 3. Nope, didn't do it. So I landed in the sand. So that's where I stopped. Let's see what I have to do. I have to use a club to get it, bang it up. This is so like real life, folks. If starting a turn here, the first roll does not move the ball. Sand does not. Okay, so I've got to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick with this 4 iron, or do I take the wedge? You know, I'm going to take the wedge. Let's wedge it on out of there. So wedge, where are you at? Oh, by the way, I used the wedge to get that in there. I should have been my putter last turn. Okay, so let's use that wedge. Okay, so this, because it starts in the sand, that doesn't count. That's first roll. Second roll, 2. Okay, 1. And I have to get 2 or higher than a 2. And it's a 1. So I got stuck in the trees. So when I start here, while here, rolling a triangle lands the ball. Okay, no. That's the only terrain that can affect a ball in flight. All right, so that's my second How many? I've done one, two. No, that was my third stroke, wasn't it? I think it was my third. Hey, Gamer S Guy, good to see you. Let me see. I did one. I did two. Yeah, I think this is my third stroke. Not a good hole for me, folks. DFoob is raid. Thank you, DFoob, for the raid. Good to see you here, folks. I'll say a quick hi to everyone. Where's my thing? DFoob, hi. Thanks for the raid. Hey, y'all are raiding. Yay. If you're here for the first time, welcome. I am feeling totally under the weather right now, so I don't know how long I'm gonna last here. But thank you for joining me. This is Tabletop Live Network here on my channel, Tabletop Tonight. We are playing Roll for One, yay! A roll in one, yay! A fun little game, and thank you for joining us. Deep, what were y'all up to? Yeah, this game is super cute. I don't know if y'all golf, but it does capture a nice little feeling of golf. Okay, so I'm not going to take my putter. I still want to wedge it in there. I mean, I could try. I could try to putt through the sand. Why not? Difu was just chatting about our long week and it's musical season. Oh, cool. All right, I'm going to use the putter. Let's try to putt through some sand. That's not going to work. I just rolled a 4. So roll, and you have to get higher than that, and I didn't. I rolled a 4 again. So that's my 4th stroke. I'm going to roll here. Hey, boom. Okay. Made it. 5 strokes. Boo earns. But as you can see, folks, a cool little game. It's meant to be a fast game. In the box, it says, 5 to 35 minutes. I played a 3-player game of this at Dice Star West with my friends Kelly and Aaron, and we knocked it out, 3 of us, in like 15 minutes or so. Not even 20, I think. But that was a lot of fun. Okay, I'm going to build another hole. So let's do this one this time. And try this. Get a little length out here. And then where's the tee? And there's the tee box. Put the tee box right here. Look at that. Surround by water. Okay. Penalties. And again, I didn't get any penalties that time, so I didn't have to use my ability, but it is reset. We'll put the hole right in the middle of the water. Look at that. Okay. So you start teeing off near water, and then you're going to end near water too. So I'm going to start this way. And then I'm going to get the handy dandy wood. See how I do this. Gamer Ice Guy says, I sort of wish there were suggested holes to make, but I do enjoy the modularity game. I do too. I thought there were some holes that they suggest, no? They have like some very basic designs here on, hole design, but they don't really have... Yeah, it would have been nice if they had like a little mini course set up, like even a campaign. I mean, on the sample turns, you can sort of follow that too. All right, I'm gonna start with the wood. Roll a triangle, so that's only affected by trees. I would have to land there. Another triangle. Ooh, do I make it back in? Okay, that's cocked. It's on the board. Okay, triangle. Okay, 9. So I need a 9 or higher than a 9 to continue my flight, or a triangle. That is a 6, so I'm going to stop there. Hey, that's not bad. So with the wood, I took my first stroke. Now I need 1, 2, 3. This is where, do I go 9-iron here? Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can just punch it in with a 9-iron. So the interesting thing about 9-iron, it has a 1, 2, and 3. And just like the other dice, if you roll that, then the next roll you have to get a higher number. However, if you roll the dots, you move that exactly, and that's it. That's it lands automatically. So I think it'd be an interesting choice. Let's try the 9-iron, shall we? Okay, that's a 1. And that is a 3. So 1, 2, 3. I'm in the water. Boy, that never happens in real life. Ha ha ha. The ball answer slides here to take a penalty token. So I'll put it there. Second stroke. But I'm going to remember I can take that off because of my power. I'm going to start my next shot, my third shot here. Turn around. I'm going to the old putter. And this should get me in there. It did. I just rolled 1. Hey! That's 3. And then I would have a penalty, but I'm going to use my ability to ignore that. So, hey, that was the best. Well, it was better than my first hole because the first hole was shorter. And I did take a penalty there. This one was a long hole. Like Magic Air says, yeah, nice drive. That first drive was huge. And I did pretty straightforward hole placement here. You know, you could do stuff like, you know, angle it, you know, put it down here type of stuff, like an old dog leg or whatever. But yeah, that's roll for one, folks. Let's see what else to show you in the box. These are, you know, a couple of different holes here. Got the different golf balls, the arrows, different colors for more players. First player token, then you have all the dice. And oh, caddy cards. I totally forgot about the caddy cards. When do you draw these? I totally forgot about these, darn it. Caddy cards. You shuffle them up and deal each player a golf card. Okay. When do you use the caddy cards? I know we played with these before. Caddy cards are single-use special abilities. I may use a card at any point during their turn before or after. You can choose to keep them secret, and you may keep any unplayed ones between holes. After using card, place it face up in the discard pile. So, shuffle them and set them in pile face down. Starting a hole. Okay, so the first hole, you get 3 cards. I totally forgot to do that, folks. So these might have helped. Let's see. Use the last rolled value again. Stop the ball. I like that one. Reroll. I like that one. Move a landing ball 1 space in any direction. Yeah, so these really help, you know, get those scores lower. So I totally flubbed on that. But as you can see, lots of different ones. Really improves, I think it improves the replayability of the game. Excuse me. So, yeah, with these, you know, I remember when I played with Kelly and Aaron, we each had 3, and then we used them pretty liberally. Use them once per turn, then, you know, you just get rid of them and then receive new ones next turn. But, yeah, that is